Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Eagle Eye Farm in western Wisconsin. And we're out here with our baby alpacas, including this little girl, this little gray girl that was just born yesterday. So she's just over 24 hours old. It is a girl. She did fantastic. So it was an unwitnessed, unassisted birth. So we saw her when she was already out. And that is completely and totally awesome. So, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. So there was no help. She was able to get up all on her own. She stood on her own. We were out there videoing it, so we do have video of that. She is able to nurse on her own. So that's all awesome. So she's doing absolutely fantastic. We still have our other two. We have right there Lumi. Lumi's getting a drink from her mama, and inside is Brewster. But these three are adorable. We had three that were set to be born on July the 29th, which is tomorrow. This little girl was born a day early. Unfortunately, we had to have an emergency C-section and that baby did not make it. And then we have Star here, who is due any day. Well, her official due date is tomorrow. So, getting back here to these lovely, Alexis wants to check out the baby instead of paying attention to her own. So they have scent glands at the base of their tail, and so that's what everybody's smelling at the top of their head and at the base of their tail. So everybody's smelling at the base of the tail, saying, "Who is this new one? Who do you belong to?" And there's Lumi. Lumi's the fawn one or the tan one, checking out the baby. We just brought this little gray girl out here not too long ago, just a few minutes ago. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I can just picture them in the evenings running back and forth, back and forth. Here comes Brewster. Brewster kind of got put inside by his mama because he was being a little too rough with this little gray girl. Yeah. So his mama said, "It's time for you to go have a little time out." So that's what happened there. But these are alpacas. So the gestation of an alpaca is about 345 days. So this little girl went for 343 days. They can go for a much longer time. They can go for up to over 400 days, and that would be completely normal. When she was born, she weighed 17.8 pounds. Alpacas only have top teeth. That is all that they have. They don't have bottom teeth. So that's completely and totally normal. She was born with normal top teeth. Normal bottom teeth, no top teeth. She has gone pee-pee, she's gone poo-poo, she's done everything that she's supposed to do. So when the baby comes out, we need to make sure that the baby is able to survive and function. So that's exactly what she did. They are more independent like this. So she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do, running around. Here comes Brewster. So let's see if he's gentle or if he's not, or if he's going to get reprimanded by the other alpacas. And this is Poppi, the gray girl's mom. So Brewster obviously got a little afraid of mama and went back inside. So mama is definitely watching out over her baby. This mama right here, Poppi, this is her, I think it's her third baby. I know that for sure she had Prince Louis. I believe she had another one. Anyway, she's a good mama. She has plenty of milk for the baby. So the babies are sippers. They're not gulpers. So the baby eats quite a bit, quite often. So we'll be constantly nursing for mama. And that's exactly what's happening. She's just out here exploring. This is literally, she's only been outside for a little bit of time. So she's just exploring her new environment. That's her mama again, Poppi. Here at Eagle Eye Farm, we have about 51 alpacas. Actually, she does make our 51st alpaca. We have 51 alpacas. We also have many other animals. So we have chickens and peacocks and mini Highland cattle, Valais black-nosed sheep, a llama, mini rather tiny cows, tiny goats, donkeys, kuni pigs. So lots and lots of fun things.
Sierra asked if alpacas are generally harder to take care of than regular farm animals.
So they're not necessarily harder to take care of, but they're pretty stoic. So what happens is that you don't know that they're sick until they're really, really, really sick. So that's what happened with that that animal, the alpaca, where we ended up losing the baby over the weekend, is that the mama had a torsion where the uterus was twisted and the baby couldn't come out. And mama didn't let us know that she was sick for quite some time. So let's come over here. Oh, look at you, little one. You're adorable. It's a girl. So Sandy, this is a girl. She just got knocked over by Brewster right before we came on live, and he got her good. He was checking her out, that's for sure. Now he's over here still checking her out, but I think he got in trouble by Mama Poppi, and so he's definitely just looking at her from from the doorway, from afar, longing from afar to go play with her. So we are going to keep them in this little more enclosed area, and then tomorrow, oh, I love when they hop like that. He's like, "Come on, I want to hop with you." Tomorrow we'll let them out and play in the little larger area, and then we'll eventually let them out to the large grassy pen. We just have to do this, make sure that everybody is safe. But oh, this is just so much fun. This is one of the best parts, honestly, of having animals, is seeing the babies. So we do selective breedings here. And so we only breed certain males with certain females. Look at her. Look at her just go. She's so strong. She is so, so strong.
Someone asked if that's a blood spot on Poppi. I think it's just her brown spot.
It's just her brown spot. She doesn't have any blood on her. Somebody said we should call her Peanut. We already have one that we call Peanut, so we can't call her that. I actually don't know what her name will be, but we'll come up with a good name that suits her in the next couple of days. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes we know what the name is. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. I just know that I'm super happy that it's a girl. I would have been said the same thing if it was a boy. I'd been saying, I'm super happy it's a boy. But I'm super happy that she is healthy, that she had an uncomplicated birth. It's all good.
Question, does Lumi and Brewster's father live at a different farm?
Yes, Lumi and Brewster's father lives in Colorado. His name is Piccatani. This little girl's daddy lives here. She wants to go explore, but she doesn't want to be too far from her mom. It's kind of fun to watch, isn't it?
Sierra asked if our alpacas are pack animals.
Yes, they're herd animals. They're herd animals. They are not. If you mean by pack that they carry like large packs up into the mountains, no. So that is what a llama would do. Alpacas don't do that. Alpacas are mainly produced for their fleece. So alpaca fleece is spectacular. We shear once a year here in western Wisconsin, and then send all of the fleece to a mill in Iowa. With that, we get a bunch of yarn back. From the yarn, we make things here at like hats and stuff. So somebody suggested Gracie. So we already have a Grace. Her name is Sterling Grace. So that's the problem. Whenever you start to get so many animals, we already have so many animals that have the same name. So that becomes more difficult. Oh, now she tuckered herself out a little. Let's come on up here. She.
The peony or primrose.
Isn't she just adorable? She just sits perfectly. She walks perfectly. I mean, granted, I'm her mom and I'm a little biased, but I think she's just absolutely the best thing ever. Yeah, I do.
Is this Poppy's first baby?
Nope, this is not Poppy's first baby. So Poppy has at least one other. I think she has 2 or 3 more. Honestly, I should have looked at that before I came. But Poppy's first baby was Prince Louis. And then she's had at least one more. I can't remember. Sorry. We can put that in the comments after I go look at our records. We keep records on all of our alpacas and know exactly how many each have had. All of our alpacas here at Eagle Eye Farm are registered. That's not always the case in the country, throughout the country, but I strongly believe in registering all of the animals. We used to be a very, very strong show farm. In fact, for 3 years in a row, we were named the #1 farm of our size in the country. But showing is just very, very, very expensive. Takes a lot of time away from the farm. So we've kind of gotten away from that. Thinking about maybe doing 1 or 2 shows this year, but not so sure, not convinced. Not convinced I want to do that. But it's always in the back of my mind.
How many alpacas do you have?
We have 51 alpacas here. This little girl makes 51. We still have some, I think we have 9 more births to have. So as I said earlier, we have an alpaca that's also due tomorrow. Now that does not mean that she will give birth tomorrow. So alpaca, the gestation on average is 345 days, but can go up to over 400 days. So even though that we have 1 more due tomorrow, does not mean that that one will go tomorrow.
How do they know who their mom is?
So there's a scent gland. So they have a scent gland on the top of their head and one right above their base of their tail, and that's how they know who the mamas are. That's how they smell each other, and that's how they know who belongs to who. I'm so excited. This girl is gonna do so well here. She's full of energy, honestly. This is one of the strongest births we've ever had here. Up, doing her own thing. There she goes. She's off. So tomorrow we'll come out here and we'll open up the gates and let her have more room to explore. For today, she just needs to kind of chill out. I just need to make sure that she continues to remember who her mama is. I need to make sure that she continues to drink. So mama is also distracted being out here. So I need to make sure she drinks. Oh, look at this. 24 years old and she's already looking at the hay. Not eating it, just looking at it. That's a good sign, right? So she's nibbling on the little bin that we have the hay in. Thanks, Rita. Yes. Welcome to this little one.
Do they ever get aggressive towards other babies that aren't hers?
No, I wouldn't say that they get aggressive towards other babies. What can happen is, earlier we saw Brewster get a little aggressive with this baby, and so I wouldn't say Poppi got aggressive, but what she did, she just let him know that he needed to behave. So she kind of ushered him along. So, but I wouldn't say aggressive, no. So they're herd animals, so they're used to being with other alpacas. They need to be with other alpacas. That's how they live. So somebody asked me the other day if I would sell just 1 alpaca, and I will never sell 1 alpaca to somebody that doesn't already have alpacas. They need to be in at least groups of 2, ideally at least groups of 3. Look at that little girl. She's unabashed. We do have fly traps up here, but oh my goodness, the flies here in western Wisconsin are honestly just out of control. All right, well, do we have any other questions?
How many more females still do?
I think 8 or 9. We have 8 or 9 babies still. Oh, is Marigold her sister? Yes, Marigold is her sister. Thank you. Thank you, Mickey. Oh, maybe whoever said that. Oh, Sarah Crouch. Yes, absolutely. Marigold is her sister. So Marigold and Prince Louis for sure are Poppy's babies. Maybe one more, but those two for sure. Yes, I like that. Thank you. Who is her daddy? Her daddy is Renegade. Renegade is a gray male that lives on this farm. Alpacas live for about 20 to 25 years.
How far are you from Minneapolis?
About less than 40 minutes from Minneapolis Airport. We do tours here 7 days a week. We're open from 10 to 4 every single day. No reservations are needed. We do tours on every Saturday, starting every Saturday at 8:30. We do offer alpaca or goat yoga. So if you're interested in that, we'll be offering alpaca yoga this coming Saturday, as it was goat yoga last Saturday. What she's doing now is what we call the position is called cushing. Yes. So Jeannie, you missed it. So yes, she has met Brewster. She has met Lumi. Brewster was very excited to see her, perhaps just a little too excited. So he got ushered back inside by Poppi. So Brewster and Lumi are inside. The door right here is open. So there is free access. I can show you that. But yeah, Brewster and Lumi are inside with their mamas. I can see Lumi here. Brewster's going to be just around the corner. There's Brewster. He heard his name. There we go. Yep. So they're inside. They like to hang out inside with their moms. See, it's not even been 10 minutes, and this little girl's already nursing again. So they are they're definitely little sippers. They're not big gulpers. So they nurse multiple times per hour and just take little bits. Overnight, they tend not to nurse so much, but during the day, they nurse a ton. So she weighed 17.8 pounds when she was born. Yesterday, whenever we weighed her right before her bedtime, she weighed 17.6 pounds. And this morning, she weighed 17.8 pounds. I watched them on the camera overnight and saw that she was nursing multiple times. When we came in this morning, she was definitely nursing again. So Mama Poppi is an awesome mom, and this little baby is nice and strong, knows exactly what she's supposed to do. So between the two of them, they're doing an awesome job together. Does anybody have any questions? I see some names being given. I don't know what we're going to do with the name. I honestly don't. So in the past, we've done a couple things. In the past, we've done I've named, or we've come up with names here at the farm. We have also let other people name. We've come up with contests where we opened it up to the internet. We let people have done a sponsorship where we had people pay and they got to name an animal. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with this little girl. So I just know that she deserves an awesome name. So that's what I know. So that's what we'll give to her. We're going to swing around here to the other side, hopefully see her nursing a little bit better from a little bit different angle. There they are. Yeah. Well, and then as soon as there we go. Yeah. So this is our third live birth here. And the first one was Brewster. So Brewster was born at the end of April. And then we had Lumi. Lumi was born June the 16th. And then we have this little girl who was born on July the 27th. And then the others will be born at the beginning of August. except for Star. Star, who's hanging out, is due tomorrow, but she can decide when she wants to have a baby. It can be anytime. So when do they get their collars with their names? So I need to wait till they're a little bit older so that I can make sure that they're strong enough to get them off, because these are quick release collars. So I need to make sure that they can get them off. And honestly, we got to figure out what we're going to do with the collars. I'm thinking that we should do a sponsorship where you would get to pick out the color of the collar, and so that's what I'm thinking about doing. So it's a beautiful day here in western Wisconsin. Honestly, I thought it was going to be warmer. I mean, it's warm, don't get me wrong. But it's not horrible. The humidity, I think, has gone down. We had a lot of rain. So there's a lot of sitting puddles, which aren't good for the bugs. I mean, it's good for the bugs. It's not good for us and the bugs. All right. Well, if no more questions, thanks everybody for watching. I thank you for all of your suggestions, for all of your warm wishes, and stay tuned. Please like, watch, share our videos. The more that you do that, the more that helps to support the farm. And have a great day.